Gentlemen, I want to check out that throwback video I seen Nigel, Clarke, and I had this opinion about this man and HOLNESS from way back when I learned about this situation. So here we're not going to know. I want to check out that video because it's relevant to what going on right now. Alright? I believe I was correct. So this is a throwback video. I'm going to stand up the comment section and tell me what you think about that one there, Zane. This is imperative. You see my thumbnail, man? We got two house slaves, man. You're looking at the Prime Minister of Jamaica, and you're also looking at the Minister of Finance, Nigel Clarke. So Mr. Andrew HOLNESS and Mr. Nigel Clarke are now, for me, after this news, officially two house slaves, goddammit. I ain't lying. You can't make this shit up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go straight to the article. The article is in the description. All right? Let me play this. Can y'all hear me good with that music playing? Because this shit is sad. I'll probably turn it down. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got to turn it down. Right there is good. Right there is good. All right. I gotta play this, man. I gotta play this in the background because this right here is sad, bro. So I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna take down this thumbnail. Before I do that, please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you're not yet a member of this community. My name is Bolo VNR. All right. I have 3 platforms that I control on YouTube. Let me just introduce that to you real quick. Right now, you're on Bolo VNR 2.0, right? All right, sub up, all right? I also have Bolo, I have Bolo VNR Clips, right? I definitely need y'all to go sub up over there. That's my new channel. I need everybody that's not yet subbed up to go over there and sub up, all right? And of course, the main channel, the one I started with, Bolo VNR. Kind of inactive, but, you know, things are going to change soon. October 7th is the date, but let's go to this this content right here. All right, I'm gonna take off this thumbnail. Can you guys hear me clearly? Can you put a 1 in the chat to let me know if you can hear me clearly, even with the music, because I'm gonna do some reading. I'm gonna go to this article right here, ladies and gentlemen. There has been an update on Nigel Clarke and his position in the government. Apparently he's got a new job coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Nigel Clarke to be appointed IMF Deputy Managing Director, ministerial successor to be identified. So this news broke today. Yes, you can see August 26, 2024, right there on the article. This is the Observer. Like I said, the link to the article is in the description. Kingston, Jamaica, Minister of Finance and Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clarke, said to be appointed Deputy Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, effective October 31st, 2024. Why is Bolo playing sad music? Because this is sad. The IMF as an entity, every country in the world that seeks freedom moves away from the IMF. But we have a Minister of Finance, right, that is now going to be appointed as the Deputy Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund. If you look at the track record of the IMF, almost half of the countries that they lend these loans to, those countries are not in a good space. They're not independent. They're not growing. They're actually going in deeper and deeper debt for generations to come. So you're telling me you have Andrew HOLNESS, a part of the Privy Council. They are amending our constitution and still want to keep the Privy Council. And he's another house slave. And now you got the Minister of Finance and Public Services becoming in the Deputy Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund. Man, you can't make this shit up. Yo, this is the wildest, and I'm taking phone calls. So anybody that want to call in, the number is right there on the screen. Kelvin H, salute. It's 4516535. I want to hear from you guys. If you know about this, right? I want to hear from you guys. What do you really think about this? This is my opinion that I am. To me, these two individuals are house slaves. You remember on the plantations, you remember the stories of how they used to use the house slave against the slaves in the field? Well, the Jamaican populations is the slaves in the field, and the bootlicking, jaw strapping, crotch sniffing, pro-colonizing, buck dancing, house slaves is Andrew Holness and Nigel Clarke. It is official, in my opinion. There is nothing else to talk about. This move alone tells me all I need to know about the agenda. These people are actively working against the Jamaican people and our future generations. And that is my opinion. The corruption in Jamaica is stink. You got 8 people in their parliament, right? That is goddamn under investigation for solicit enrichment. You have the education system. You got a man that is under investigation, that is in trial right now, right? In the process of the judicial system, right? Accused of moving 50 million Jamaican dollars from the education system, and he's still around these conferences with teachers. Listen, man, when you put all this shit together, and shout out to Devon Fletcher, he said absolutely. When you put all this stuff together, man, you can't tell me these dudes ain't house slaves. All right, check this out. It says the revelation was made by the Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who announced on Monday that the IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgiev proposed Clarke's appointment to the position. So apparently, in my opinion, based off this information, this Kristalina is either have good relations with Andrew Holness and Nigel Clarke, or she got good relations with Nigel Clarke. Salute to Timo. One of the two, Timo TV. One of the two, in my opinion, has to be true. What is a managing director of the IMF proposing that a minister of government in Jamaica, a finance minister, that in my opinion has done a piss poor job in regards to helping the people of Jamaica in their times of need where money is concerned. In fact, the dollar has gone from 121, 112, 121 since they've been in power for 8 years to 156. Granted, Nigel Clarke came somewhere in between that, right? But my God, the money is still dropping, guys. The value of the dollar is still dropping. This man is the finance minister, and you telling me this is not coercion and corruption? That's what you're trying to tell me? This right here tells me all I need to know. These dudes are sellouts. Like and share the video. Alright? It says, Holness congratulated Dr. Clarke on the pending appointment and noted that he has already identified successors to Dr. Clarke in both his ministerial parliament responsibilities should he be appointed come October. Now, I don't believe that. I don't believe that he's going to appoint somebody else. I think, is it possible? Let me ask the question. Is it possible for Nigel Clarke to be a deputy managing director of the IMF and still be a minister of government in Jamaica? I've seen stranger things. I don't know if that's legal, but with this government, they do illegal stuff. They've been to court for violating the constitutional rights of Jamaicans many times, and they've lost. All right? So I don't want nobody to come in my comment section telling me that I'm tripping. Nobody. Turn this off. It's pissing me off too. I don't want nobody to come into my comment section telling me that this, I'm just thinking too much, right? So this is his word. I want you guys to remember what Wholeness said. They're going to replace Dr. Clarke in the government, so I should not see him in any ballot boxes, no constitution, no place that he's, I don't know. You cannot work for the IMF, a entity that, in my opinion, based off their track record, actively destroys countries' economy. Shout out to the leader of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Choi. I would forever shout that man out. This man has told the IMF, no thank you. We are good. Right? No, we good. I see what you about. I don't need you in my country. All right? The IMF has a very terrible track record. As bad as PJ Patterson was. I don't know which country leads the IMF. I don't know. Shout out to Miss Collins in the building. I don't know which country leads the IMF. But their track record everywhere is bad. They have 190 plus countries. The last time I read that they represent or they lend money to. And almost half of that, close to 50% of that, those countries are doing horrible. Jamaica included. He said, here the abbreviation of the IMF, International oh my God. Yeah, they really be destroying economies, Devin. They really be destroying economies. All right, so it says, the government has identified successors to Nigel Clarke in both ministerial parliamentary responsibilities, and there will be a smooth transition in both capacities. Will we provide updates in due course, and the public can expect policy continuity and continuation of the economic achievements of this government has worked so hard to secure. What economic achievement? In making the dollar weak? Where is this economic achievement they talking about? Somebody please explain it. And I ain't no professional, so I'm asking. I ain't seen it. I'm not feeling it either. All right? When the country is doing well and people are prospering, you can feel that, especially if you're a business person, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you are into sales. If the country is doing well, you're going to feel that. Everybody's smiling because people is spending. When people start clutching their purse, you know times are hard. Point blank, period. So I don't know what economic achievement they talking about. They just say stuff. These two house slaves. Let me put back, man. It's because I want y'all to see this damn thing. But y'all see the thumbnail. It says the position of the deputy managing director is global in scope. No citizen of Jamaica, the Caribbean, or Central America has ever before served at this level in the IMF in its 80-year history. It is the benefit of Jamaica and the Caribbean region for one of our nationals to serve in such a consequential global position. This development is therefore a tremendous net gain for Jamaica. Cap!
Stop the cap.
Stop the goddamn cap.
Stop the cap.
Bro.
No bullshit.
I ain't with the bullshit today, bro. How is this benefiting the Caribbean and Jamaica? How? Somebody explain to me how we having somebody in that place benefits us. What can he do? And as a matter of fact, a better question is, do you trust him to do anything to benefit the Jamaican people? Or do you trust him to benefit him goddamn self? right? What needle can he move in that organization? Do you know that when the IMF lends you money, there are extenuating circumstances, those fine prints, the do's and the don'ts, and in many cases, according to countries all around the world, they want to get out of it because it holds them back. Why you think P.J. Patterson, a former Prime Minister of Jamaica, or the PMP, was so happy when they moved away from the IMF? He actually did that. That's facts. They finished paying off the IMF. We were supposed to go into financial freedom. Stop borrowing from these mother effers. It must be, IMF must mean the international more effers. Because they be effing up our mother effing ass with these deals. I'm trying to man, listen, y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand that this is bullshit, man. It says, this development therefore is a trip. Now, net game, blah, blah, blah. Furthermore, this elevation of Minister Clarke demonstrates a depth, strength, and capacity of my administration.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy.
Hey, Timo said, in my opinion, they're claiming it's successful because their plan is to drive down the dollar there so they can basically buy and sell Jamaica goods dirt cheap and make huge profits. You have an excellent point, Timo, because the higher the rate is the same thing they did in Burkina Faso, the French, allegedly. So what they did, according to the Burkina Faso president, is that they made the franc so high in value compared to the Burkina Faso dollars, so they could buy the gold there and the minerals there dirt cheap. So cheap expenditure or cost for product that's of extremely high value, so they would increase their profits when they have it. Oh my God. Shout out to Timo for that comment. I like when I have brilliant people in the chat. All right? I like when I have people in the chat that have sense, that can add value to the platform. Shout out to you, my brother. That is the exact same thing they did to the Burkina Faso people, allegedly. So is it that these lands in Jamaica are being bought up by foreign entities dirt cheap? Because when you compare the US dollar to our dollar, I'm telling you right now, majority of Jamaicans do not own any land. We rent houses. Right? We're still, after all the slavery and everything, they have not given us back our land or the right to actually own land. That is the problem with the Constitution. Everything needs to change. This whole dirt, wicked system needs to be torn down. Shout out to the UIC and the UIC president. You understand what I'm saying? We can't continue like this, man. This is ridiculous. It goes on to say, over the course of his public sector career, Dr. Clarke has made outstanding contribution. So, Andrew Holness wants to say it's because of my administration why a Dr. Clarke, man, take all the credit. All that tells me is that y'all is some coons. Y'all is some boot-licking, jock-sniffing coons. Y'all is two house slaves, goddammit. Your entire administration, as a matter of fact, is operating like a bunch of house slaves. Because you are not working, You are not working for the people of Jamaica and our benefit and our growth. All right? You guys are working for somebody else, in my opinion. And I believe it's a slave master. And this proves it to me. One of you is part of the Privy Council, and the other one is now going to become a part of the IMF. Unfreaking believe. I hope y'all see the picture. I hope I'm painting this picture as best as I can for you guys. As clear as I can. You can't make this up, man. So he want to now take credit because of his administration. Please take full credit. It's not good credit. It's bad credit. It's negative credit. This is not positive. See where Andre Stevens put out, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? Nigel Clarke running the IMF. You understand? And if the allegations are true, say SSL property gone to this person was supposed to allegedly a Daryl Vaz daughter-in-law. People, after the man tell we say the assets them are gonna seize. Yo, if you don't know, say them people are house slave and them are wicked. Yo, let me tell you something, man. This is not about no party. You see, these individuals are them are deal with them things on the next level. Yes, my general, I don't want to hear about this and this are the same. No. These guys are on another level. Alright, so just storm up the comment section and let me know what you think about that, yeah? That is it. You see, we're there on the road and we still do it. Download video and edit. Hey, I'm telling you something, man. I want to make sure so you storm up the alert notes and like up the video here. That is it. What can go so?
You use all the forms of communication. And that is my job. My job is to bring to the public the political understanding of issues. I get a sense from Jamaicans that that there are some Jamaicans who want to make excuses for government failure. This is an ultimate failure of the government. It's a political issue. Make no mistake about it. You know, from our perspective, the law gives the minister a duty to supervise, oversee, and regulate the petroleum industry. There is a failure in that. So I'm not apologizing to anyone who thinks that in doing my job I'm politicizing. Of course, it is a political matter. And, you know, one must also make the point. As it was in healthcare, we too face certain crises. We too face threats. But the Jamaica Labour Party political administration of the government did not have the results as the PNP had with Chick V and other threats and dead babies. Why is it that these things happen under the PNP administration and not under the Jamaica Labour Party administration? Because a different political administration. We have two different political views on how things should be managed.
The little things that makes a difference.
Yes.
When you clean the drains.
So I'm not going to make
garbage.
any apology
Exactly.
or give any succor to those people who would want to see the Labour Party keep quiet on important issues, political though they may be, but they do impact upon the quality of life that people live. I make no
Hey
apologies for
y'all,
that.
please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard?